We're upside down. This is off New York Ave and US 19. Going north on US 19. I know you're a little familiar with the area. US 19 actually is like the main corridor in Pasco County. It's 6 to usually 10 lanes when you get a little more south, but usually have commerce on both sides. New York Avenue will take you to 52, about 15 minutes, and about another 10 minutes to the Veterans. So about 20 to 25 minutes, probably about 20 minutes to the Veterans from here. And then you're about 20-25 minutes to the airport. So I'd say about 50 minutes, 55 minutes to the airport, if that's a concern. At New York and Hudson, there's actually a 7-Eleven. There's another little convenience store right there. Little thin on like the commerce and nightlife on this stretch, but you drive 5-10 minutes, and you can find restaurants, bars, all that stuff. Gulfview Square Mall, that's a huge complex with a bunch of restaurants and everything. That's about 10 minutes south of here on 19. It's right off 19, just south of 52. This is actually the entrance to the community. I'm going to take you down a little farther and then pull a U-turn so you can kind of see what else. You're going to have a Walmart at 52 and 19, so about 7 minutes south of the community, and there'll be a Publix as well, a little bit north. I want to say it's about 8 to 10 minutes north of here, if that even. Handful of the places up in this area, some of the larger. They had a cool indoor paintball place. They had a movie theater, a couple things like that obviously have been shut down. This right here I wanted to show you. That's SunWest Park. It doesn't look like a lot from the front, but it's a multi-million dollar county project, and you should definitely look it up. It's a huge highlight to the area. I mean, they got like 30 sand. It's a huge man-made not lagoon, but it's for swimming. They got cable wakeboard park. They got like 20 or 30 volleyball courts. Huge sandy beach that they brought all the sand in, I think from Sand Key. It's awesome. They have season passes. They're super inexpensive. I think a day there is like $10 or $8, and then you just pay for the wakeboard park or whatever activities you want to do. A lot of my out-of-state clients that come in, they move into Hudson, they just love it. I got a guy from Pennsylvania, him and his family, they take their kids there. They're older. They do the wakeboarding and just chill, play a little volleyball, hang out for the day. They have some other stuff to do there too, but it's just massive. I'll catch that on the way back too when I pull a Yui up here. But as you can see, not a whole lot of development up in this area from a commercial standpoint. You're kind of in this like in-between part. So about 7 to 10 minutes north, is where it all just picks up, and then about 7 to 10 minutes south, about 5 to 7 minutes south actually, it's very, very dense with commercial. But a lot of this land has been up for sale and been selling and getting prepped for development. I'm just gonna pull a U-turn here. Up at you can't really see it, there's a light about another mile up, and I believe that's where your Publix is. And there's another Publix at Spring Hill Drive too. There's a good seafood market back there too. I have never been there. I've heard a ton about it though. It's called like the Arapica. It's like a seafood. They do a lot of like crab and lobster and stuff. But supposedly it's a really good seafood market. This is kind of a stretch where they do catch some cops sitting around clocking every now and then, because it's kind of that in-between part where everyone kind of gets on it a little bit more. So if you have a lead foot, it's probably good. You'll probably learn where they sit. But there's also back the other way about another 7-10 minutes that way. There's a huge it's almost like a mall, but it's kind of in between a mall and a flea market, but it's really popular. They have like the local TV station upstairs, and you know, there's a lot of activity there. There's lots of stuff usually going on. This is the Sunwest Park I was telling you about. I'd take you back there and show it to you, but you have to like pay just to get into the parking lot. So you have to pay your day admission or show your season pass. So I can't get back there, but you can look it up online. There's a ton of media, video, photos, all that stuff. It's awesome. So when you're talking about like location to beaches, that is going to be, obviously it's man-made, but it's white. You know, it's white sand. It's, you know, all that fun stuff. If you're looking for another beach, they have Hudson Beach. That's a good one. That's local right here. And then about 20 minutes north, you have a place, maybe about 25 minutes north in Tarpon Springs, there's a place called Fred Howard Park, the beautiful causeway. They got parasailing, jet ski, and kayak, and all that stuff. And then they have a peninsula with a huge sandy beach, and it's really gorgeous. That's where I grew up going to a lot, because I grew up not too far from here. I'm gonna pause you here and pick back up after this light.